This episode, and others like it, are recorded live on Twitch, at the table in the Tavern. Feel free to join us there. We look forward to it. Thank you, and enjoy.
So I know it's been a couple weeks, or it's been a week since we last played this game, that I am now calling Agents of the Black Hand.
I like it.
Okay. And so, why don't we go ahead and get a little bit of a recap, as we normally do, about what we did last time. Who wants to go and kick that off?
I think Brandon should.
All right, Brandon, you've been elected.
Right. Okay, hold on. I'll pull up my Roll20 here to get a recap of what we're doing, where we're at. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we pretty much made it to the
Chimera?
trying to figure out. Yeah, Chimera. And we just spoke with Lady Vel, and we went ahead.
Oh, no. You need to tell about what happened in the inn with Stan.
Oh, yeah. So.
No.
So we managed to go to this inn, and we were wanting to take a bath, and so we went down. Me and Aiden here, like my character and Aiden's character, went downstairs to the public bath while Dean's character stayed up in his room. So what had happened was Dean's character bought an orc for us, and we gave him the name Randy, because
Big old Randy.
he seemed pretty sad walking away after we denied his service, and I gave him to Aiden's character as a token of friendship, pretty much, if you will. But after the whole encounter with Orc Randy, we went and talked to Lady Vel, who gave us the signias that we are now part of the Black Hand. So
Brooches.
far, that is all brooches. I'm sorry.
So yeah, that's a bit of it. You had a couple other things happen, but yeah, that's the main gist of it. You spoke with a woman named Lady Vel and inquired about her services. She's going to get your ship up and running again, get it repaired. Where you guys need to put together a new crew, because your crew has been arrested. At least most of it has.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's how he got paid so well, just because our old crew got arrested.
And you got paid for their bounty.
That is
Isn't that
correct.
fortuitous? And yes, you have this chest. Now, you guys are actually in the tavern. You guys decided to rest there the rest of the night, correct?
Yeah, we've already paid for the room and stuff like that, so might as well utilize.
Sure. All right. So may I ask you guys to go ahead and roll me an insight?
Insight check. All right, give me a second.
This is how I'm going to cheat. I'm going to not cheat by having you guys roll an insight rather than me just giving up free information.
Yeah, it's fine. Give me a second. I was
I rolled an
multitasking.
11.
I got 17.
$17.
And 11.
Okay. 2 17s and an 11. Okay. You guys kind of put your heads together while you're milling about, waiting, resting and doing all that stuff, enjoying your stay at the hotel, your lavish luxury. And you're thinking about this chest. That's the topic of discussion. You guys come to the conclusion that there's 3 ways of getting the chest open here in the city that you could think of off the top of your head. One is to go and talk to an actual locksmith. There should be one in the city somewhere that you could track down. And they probably take care of it for a reasonable fee. And they probably want a little bit of information about the chest or the safe and a little bit of information about you and probably about how you came across the safe. Now, you might have to find someone that'll open the safe without asking any questions, but they will ask for a percentage of what's in the safe. And that'd be your connection with the Black Hand. That would be your connection with the Black Hand. You know that you probably will be able to talk to somebody, and they'd probably get the safe open for you, but they probably want to cut at the same time. And then you're thinking about Lady Vel. You're like, I'm surely he can get it open for us, but she's probably going to want something as well in return, and it probably won't be money.
Yeah. Everything comes with a price.
Those are your 3 options. Okay, guys?
So, locksmith.
I think, honestly, locksmith. If Lady Vel's got the connections in the city, if we find something in the safe, she'll find out anyways. But locksmith will be our better option, so we just pay gold and slash a little bit of information to get it completely open. Vel, go ahead.
What other option did we have?
Somebody from the Black Hand can do it, like a fencer possibly. The other one was Val herself. And then the third one was a actual locksmith. So third party, and then a direct source. But she'll probably want something in return, which will probably put us on a quest towards stuff. I don't mind trading information or a journey that she needs us to do to have her open something. Honestly, that would probably be our cheapest route.
I'm cool with it.
I'm okay with it because it would also give Aiden's character the chance to. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your character's name there, Aiden.
Lorik.
I'm okay with going to talk to Lady Vel because it would also give Lorik's the chance to get the bounty, and because remember in last week she was talking about there was a bounty for Lorik, and just to give him some stuff and give him a chance to figure out what
exactly.
Yeah, so I'm okay with talking to Lady Vel if everybody else is.
I'm game with that because it'll also get our as in more in touch with the Black Hand. Even though we did help out a lot with that, it'll get us with better reputation, if that makes any sense.
Right, and
as in coming to them for things.
Right, and we'll get on her good graces by
bingo bongo.
And she, in return, we do something for her. She does something for us, and we come back and show, hey, this is what we've completed. This is what we're gonna do.
Yep. Well, we've already been committed to the Black Hand, so might as well utilize that.
Exactly.
It's a better bang for our buck.
Exactly. And we don't have to spend any money on hiring somebody to crack it open for us.
Yeah, especially if it's got like information or something really, really of value.
Yeah. And they decide they want to go ahead and take that. So I'm okay with talking to Lady Vel if everybody else is.
I 100% am.
Yes.
Cool. Then that's going to be our option on that one. I have to.
Yeah.
With the information that's been given to us, moving forward for the next morning, I think that's what we should do first.
Right. But that would be very, very wise. That the wise decision that we talked to Lady Bell. And who knows, we might come across another mission or another bounty for me and you,
Yep.
to do. So.
Oh yeah. Also, she might have some information on gathering a crew. Since we last spoken.
Yeah, like people in the Black Hand. She might have information that people in the Black Hand want to be.
So we're not spending as much as our gold on the situation.
Exactly. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Talking to Lady Vel.
We're gonna go with option C. Pat Sajak. Crickets. Bueller.
That's a bold choice, Cotton. Let's see if it works.
I can do the cricket noise too.
Okay. So, all right. So you guys are making your way to go see Lady Bell then.
Yeah, after a wonderful long night's rest.
Yes.
So you awake in the inn. You have a very large bed for your very large room, very luxurious. And you awake to the sound of someone rapping on the door, bringing you breakfast on a cart. You guys eat and so forth, and begin to make your way down and start your day. And from there, you decide to make your way to the keep. Is that correct?
Well, we got to stop at the pirate ship first because we've got to get that chest. So we can check on the crew, tell them what's up. We need to bring them rum.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we could probably pick the rum up we could probably pick a keg or two up at the inn.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, you guys are in the inn now. You guys are downstairs, and there is a new face there to greet you. Not the same innkeeper. A young man. This time, he says his name is Ben. He's heard of your guys' stay. He says, "How can I help you, gentlemen? You guys need to stay another night?"
No. Thank you for the offer, though. I am here to acquire at least 2 large kegs of your best. Doesn't sound odd. Rum.
Rum. Certainly.
Yeah.
I can get you rum. Of course, I do know a way for you to get it. He kind of winks. Cheap.
Explain.
Well, I got a friend down at the docks, and he has a connection. Let's just say it's he's practically giving it away.
What's the catch?
Well, he may not have come across it by the most noble of means. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm still going to buy a keg of rum from him, but I will get the information from that gentleman, from Ben.
So you want to buy a case of rum from the inn?
Yes, because
and then
find out that he's. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then inquire about more rum through the nefarious means.
Yes, because I don't want to not get rum for my crew and then come to find out that they stole it from the Black Hand, because that's like bad. I'm thinking ahead.
Okay, so he tells you that he's going to put it on the tab. Of course, the tab he says has been expunged or paid for, credited. It seems we owe you a refund of some sort. So here's the gold you spent last night. He puts a purse of gold on the counter, and I wish you a good day. You, of course, are welcome anytime.
Is that from Randy?
It's from Ben, the innkeeper, the innkeeper that's there this morning. He has been instructed to refund you the money you paid last night for the stay at the inn.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I was just making sure Randy got paid.
I'm going to ask and inquire why that was given back to us. Is it because of our deal and
Our insignias?
I don't really have all the information. All I've been told is he flips the pages in a couple of books, and pulls out a journal, a log book, and then flips a few pages, and he comes to an entry. He says, right here it says to refund the full amount of payment from room X.
Okay. Sounds perfect. Thank you. Sounds good to me.
Alrighty.
I'm not going to argue about that. That's a good, So I take actually, who paid for that room last night? Was that me or was that you, Gert?
I think that might have been me.
Yeah, snag it. It's all yours. I grabbed the bag off the counter, tossed it towards you.
Okay.
So there's
never mind. Drop it to you. I drop it to you, not.
There's 25 gold in there. It's the cost of the room with the added luxury of the dining carts that you have last night for dinner and then again this morning for breakfast.
I'll look at Captain DeVento and go, I like this service.
Oh, this is going to be very beneficial as long as we're good to our carriers.
Indeed.
All right. So is there any way I might be able to get that rum delivered to the Greasy Roger that's over on the docks?
Certainly, I will. I will make sure it goes to. I believe that you're in the. How I put it, bad part of town.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You're. Yeah, I'll have it sent there. Certainly, you're at the shipyard where they build ships.
Correct.
Yes, I will have it sent there to the Greasy Roger. You said he jots it down. Greasy Roger.
Yes.
He says some name for a ship. Well,
it's got
indeed.
A story.
And my
and how much is that going to be altogether?
Actually, it's been made very clear that I'm not to accept any money from you, but to give you whatever resources.
Not even a tip for the carrier?
Oh, of course, tips are acceptable. Always acceptable, he says.
I give him 5 gold.
I'll also add 5 gold to that.
You give him 5 gold as well. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. And what was your names again?
It is Von DeVento, Captain Von DeVento of the Greasy Roger.
And first mate,
Greasy Roger.
First mate, Gert
and Vaughn of Greasy Roger. Captain Vaughn. Very good. Thank you.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, and we're looking forward to doing business in the future.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much, he says, gleefully, as you leave the establishment.
You
make your way out into the road. You can see the bustle of the city before you. There is, of course, carts that make their way down, pulled by horses, drawing a carriage. As you see people on the street that make their way to and fro, some going to the keep, others to the tower, and others to the church, and what looks like different various shopettes along the boardwalk. Of course, you do see the keep off across the way, Is that where you're headed? Or no, you're going to the bridge.
We're going to the ship. So yeah, we're going to the ship to make sure the remaining crew that we have is good and comfortable, and also to get that treasure box so we can get it open, that locked box.
So once again, you make your way across the bridge, passing by this watermill, and again you hear the same metallic thump thump coming from within, very rhythmic. And you wait for the bridge to align for you to go across, and you finally make your way to the other side, and you find your ship there, the Greasy Roger, pulled up into the shipyard. It is actually dry docked, and the crew, you see a couple of them that seem familiar. They're a little bit antsy, it seems, as they're standing about, kind of criticizing what they're doing about fixing the ship. Where are we supposed to stay? I mean, I got no idea. If we don't stay on the ship, we can't be on the ship, and yet, the ship's there, and whatnot. And he sees you coming. Oh, Captain, perfect. Captain, we got a question for you, Captain Bond.
Yes, sir.
Captain Bond.
What do you guys have?
Oh, Captain. They're fixing the ship. That's good. But where are we supposed to stay? I haven't got no money.
How many guys are there?
There's 9.
You said there's 9?
9.
How long does it take? How long are we going to be down? The ship's going to be down for repair and stuff like that.
I'm trying to find the word. The shipyard master chief guy.
Yeah, the shipmaster. Yeah, dock master.
Yeah, he said it'll be at least 2 days to get the full repairs done.
Okay, I'm going to go to after we get the box on there, I'm going to bring my men to the inn, and I'm going to pay for 2 days for them to, all 9 of them, to stay.
Wait, so which inn are you? The high part of town or the normal?
No, normal.
Okay.
Normal. I'm going to look at, not to cut you off, Patrick, but I'm going to look at Captain Delvento here, and I'm going to say he is going to accept half, and I'll pay the other half to put.
If you feed them,
share.
if you feed them, I will make sure that they are staying.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll make sure their food is provided to them for their time and stay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, that's cool. So you guys got a plan. You guys are gonna pay half of it. So 9 sailors. So you guys are kind of getting your idea together as far as how much it's going to cost. And one of the sailors comes up. He says, Captain. And you look up and you recognize the face. He says, hey, Captain, it's me, Roger.
As in Greasy Roger?
Yeah.
The same. I wondered if I might join your crew.
Roger, you're always welcome on the crew, sir.
I heard you
I'll
had a bit of a loss with some of your crew getting arrested. That's unfortunate. But I have finished my obligations with my guard detail, seeing my ship to its destination, and I decided to take my leave here and see if I could join up with your crew. I've spent the money that I have to gain myself a little bit of equipment to help me pay my own way. But I am yours if you'll have me. Now I know a bit about soldiering, not so much about sailing.
Well, the soldiering will be perfectly fine. You could definitely end up being the honestly, the quartermaster.
Yeah, quartermaster, crew chief, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
As in, you can
in charge of the
Yep.
people.
in charge of the people and what they do when it comes down to soldiering and fighting.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
That's quite the promotion, Captain.
Well, you did a lot for us with just trusting us on the first time meeting us.
Yeah.
Hence the ship name, Greasy Roger.
Yes.
I can
Good job,
I can
Evelyn.
pay my own way with my own room, mind you. But if I may ask, how much is the position of quartermaster? If I may be so bold, monthly.
I'm going to talk with Gert in private Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this before. What do we pay them?
Well, considering the fact that, you know, we boarded their ship at first, and then we took over a ship, you know, if you want to, we can do.
Roger wasn't.
Go ahead. What?
Now Roger, he wasn't a part of the pirate ship. He was a part of
No.
the ship that was
The merchant ship.
guard detail that was assigned to your ship,
Yeah.
your original ship.
So I approach Roger and say, "How much are you getting paid right now?"
Well, technically nothing. I don't
How
have
much
it.
did he get paid?
Well, I got paid 50 gold for that venture.
I'll look back at Captain DeVento in Dorvish, and in Dorvish language, and offer him at least 10 more gold. Give him a good, decent pay raise.
That sounds great to me.
60 gold a month, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, certainly. I'll yeah. I'm your man, Captain.
Perfect. And we'll provide you with the proper weapons, armor, and also crew. But also, there's going to be, if you're on this ship, you're not just going to be quartermastering. You're also going to be, if something needs worked on, something needs cleaned, if we need an extra hand, like if a storm's going or something like that, we're all in this together.
I'll learn as much as I can. Certainly, I'll pull my own way.
Perfect. Good. Well, welcome to the crew. And I hold out my pretty much like a forearm Viking style grasp.
Yes.
All right. So, you guys set them up with rooms. They say for the lot, for the evening, for all the rooms that are required, it'll be about 100 gold.
Okay, I'll take care of the rooms for the 100 gold. How much is the meals going to be required?
That includes the meals.
Meals? Okay, so 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
Kaylin,
I can do that.
That'll work out
I'll
perfect on that one
definitely-
to make our guys good and comfortable. Get back, Dad.
Yep.
Oy. Sorry. I got a 2-year-old that's very interested in what I'm doing.
All right. You're taking care of your crew.
You got that right.
Oh, yeah. A happy crew is a crew that can be trusted.
Yeah, no matter where you go, morale's good. You know, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
The innkeeper does worry that the amount of food that the crew may require may not be sufficient in the amount of alcohol they imbibe. Is it possible you would give them a open tab, and you'd be willing to pay that?
Yes. I will take care of that. That will be part of the food, the drinks included. I will take care of that.
I speak in Dwarvish. If it gets out of hand, we'll back each other. It's fine.
Okay. The crew members, they're like, okay, if it's all the same to you, Captain, we'll use the open tab as a way to pitch getting you new crew.
That
Awesome. Yes.
will, if you can get the word around, that would be perfect on that one. Is the old gentleman that said, as long as we're getting paid, is he still a part of ours, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the old guy
All right.
is.
Well, I go up to him directly and I say, "You've shown great knowledge and probably seen a few things in your time. Can you make sure these guys stay out of trouble and pick the right crew and not just some oaf that's looking to get an easy money? We need to have a strong crew for what we're about to do."
If I may be so bold, Captain,
Yes, sir.
there's not many captains I've had in my time that have been so so deserving of loyalty, buying us all warm beds to sleep in, getting us meals, and of course open tab, not letting us just find our own way with a few measly silvers that we might have between us. That's a courtesy I haven't known for some time. And
Well, if you're, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I for one, I'll follow you, and I'll make sure that you get a crew that is worthy of your admiration.
Well, I appreciate that. And as long as you guys are good to us, we'll be good to you. And the payout will be wonderful, and the crew will be great. The stories that will be told about the Greasy Roger for centuries.
Aye,
it's a new page, and it's going to be amazing.
A single man taking down a galleon in but a rowboat. No one's ever heard of such.
Exactly. And now he's a part of our crew.
Yeah.
Well, we shall do our part, Captain. And wish you well on your venture, wherever that may lead you.
I'll also stop the older gentleman. I'll have a conversation with him, saying, if you could just try to keep the men that we do have out of trouble as well.
I'll do my best. I shall do my best. What is it exactly I should call you?
You can call me Gert.
Gert it is. Well done, Gert. Well met. And I shall see to it.
I appreciate it.
All right, time to head to the keep and find out what the Huckleberry Finn's in this.
All right.
Right. Hold on.
So you guys,
how are we gonna get this safe from the ship to the keep? We don't know exactly how heavy this thing is.
How heavy is it? Yeah, we never really,
You said it was a cast iron last time when we first mentioned it, right?
I made match my cave.
That's a heavy ass fucking chest. Fucking cast iron mother. Okay, yeah. You'll have fun carrying that shit. I'm good.
So what do you think the weight is to it? Can we do a strength check on it?
I'll roll for the strength check.
Oh, of course the dwarf will.
I'll do it just because.
Yeah, same here. Might as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this roll off. 23.
I got a 16.
This kind of reminds me of like Lord of the Rings, where we're trying to who's the best type thing.
I got it.
Oh, this is going to be great. This is awesome, guys.
I feel like it doesn't even budge for me.
Rolls up his sleeves, tries to act like he's all hard, and walks over to it. Oh, gentlemen, it's heavier than we thought.
Oh man.
Let me,
He must be working his way back. There we go.
I had a friend of mine named Levi
Mm-hmm.
help make some music. He actually works right there with us. Or at least he did.
Shit.
I don't know if he still does or not. I'll have to find out. But if you're on Roll20, I see Brandon, you are. You'll be able to hear this. Tell me.
Yeah, can you send me the link for Roll20? I seem to have. I don't know where the Huckleberry Fin it's at. There's no sugarcoating it.
No problem, buddy.
And do it on Discord if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
I'm doing the Roll20 and stuff on my, and also D&D Beyond on my computer, doing Discord on my phone. But I can still access Discord.
Oh, so yeah, I see your. There you go. It is sent.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're very welcome, sir.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Well, Matt.
So I'll wait for you to get in there before I start this.
Logging in. Accept game invite.
Aiden.
Launch game.
I don't know if you'd be able to get that or not. Using on your phone, it may be a little tricky, but at least you still be privy to the ambient sound that I'm going to provide. If you would like, I can send you that real quick.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, let me do that.
Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum bum.
So this song is actually created by an artist named Phillips, Wesley Phillips, or Philip Wesley. I can never remember exactly, but he's a remarkable artist. He wrote a song called "The Approaching Night." Okay, and it inspired me when I was creating the campaign Nightfall. So first, I'd like to play for you "The Approaching Night" by Wesley Phillips. Okay. If I have it.
That is nice. I like that.
That is actually really, really nice. My daughter came over and she's listening to it. My 5-year-old.
That is really nice. I like the soothing sound to that.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like how it changes here.
So is this like legitimately playing on the piano?
Yeah.
Wow.
The actual artist. So I had my friend Levi. He has his own band. He put together a bit of a sample. This is what he put together using that music.
Wow. I like that bass drum in the back.
Yep.
That
Look, I'm
is
playing
nice.
Final Fantasy.
Right.
I can't hear anything on it.
I'm sorry. But if you go to our Table with Tavern Twitch, you'll be able to hear us through there. Anyone viewing us on Twitch, we can be able to hear us. And of course, if you join that link for the recording, you'll also be privy to the enemies.
Oh, you want me to put a bow in your hair? I got you. There you go, sweetheart.
Here comes my favorite part. Coming up here. He added some guitar.
Hey. It's nap time. You too, Evelyn. Come on, nap time. There we go. Let's go. I've always loved when they do like an electric guitar, like modern, with a classical, like pianos and violins and stuff like that.
Yeah, it reminds me of Mannheim Steamroller when they do some of their music.
Yeah.
I think I might be saying that wrong, but the
All right, Keelan, let's go night night.
Dean, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
If he's sleeping, you gotta be quiet.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So
That
this
is
is going to
really-
play in the
that is
background.
really cool.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay.
This is kind of the theme for my game. I mean, this is kind of my vision for it. It's kind of sort of being realized with the help of Levi and other artists. Anyway,
That's incredible. Like, that's we're actually set. I don't know if you know this or not, Patrick, but you're in the makings of your own video game. I mean, think about it. You got the map, you got the players and their storyline, and you got the theme music.
I can add things to it.
That's incredible, dude. Like this just sets everything that I've tried to do with D&D, and it just raises the bar that much further.
Well, I like it because it's like a custom music, not like the stuff you hear every day. Like you'll hear Skyrim music or something from like Final Fantasy or something like that. This is a unique music that you haven't heard before.
Now that you said that, Dean, it's almost like it's Skyrim and Final Fantasy theme music put together.
Yep.
And with the soundboard I have on Roll20, I can add other elements to it as well.
There you go. That's awesome.
But, yeah. He also did something else for me at Battle Music. You guys want to hear that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go.
Does a dog sniff its own butt? Of course I want to hear it. Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Now I'm just waiting on Ivan to come in and start singing from Five Finger Death Punch.
I know you just kick ass right there.
That is really nice. Wow, he is incredibly talented. decided I'm actually watching Harry Potter, the first one, while listening to this. It's got a new perspective on Harry Potter.
Harry Potter just got rad.
Right.
Imagine the wizard battles with that music.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I put together a little bit of stuff here or there, you know. So anyway, you guys begin making your way back to the keep.
Awesome.
Right.
You find your way into the courtyard where the captain is, of course, once again drilling his soldiers. He sees you three enter again, and he stops. And he calls for attention. And all the soldiers stop their drilling, and they stand up straight, call to attention, and salute as you guys enter.
I salute back and as a sign of major respect and say at ease.
I do
Indeed.
the same. And
Because coming from the military background, that's what I'm used to. I would know, what to do and after to do.
He says, Captain on the deck, sorry. That's the call. And then you make your way in. Call everyone at ease, and everyone goes back to their drilling. And you make your way into the keep, past a couple of guards, and stand aside to allow you to enter. Not questioning you whatsoever.
Nice.
And you make your way in once again into the foyer or entryway with a number of flags that span all across the globe, all across the lands of Thalia, from Kandor, Deimos, even Tasmal, and so forth. Ilia. I could go on to name more. You, of course, know the way this time. No music to follow this time, but you know the way. And you make your way to the right, and you make your way up into this entryway. This, what was it called before that I referred to as a...
Great Hall?
It is a great hall, correct.
A foyer?
Not like a dance hall. That's not the word. Yeah. Great hall. It's a great note. I didn't make any notes from this myself this evening, and I'm failing in that regard. But it's called a jeez. I need to write the source up here. But yeah, it's a what do they call it when you come into you see the throne room, and
courtroom, courtyard,
the courtroom. You come into the courtroom, and you see, of course, up on another level, as it was before, coming up the stairs. You see that same table sits like a horseshoe. At the head of the table is the head chair where Lady Belle would sit, but nobody's there right now. There are a few guards that are posted at each of the doors, and there seems to be a couple of what appear to be young nobles that stand in attendance near the steps, but no one else is there yet. What would you like to do?
I want to go up to one of the nobles that are standing there, and I would like to ask and inquire where would I be able to locate Lady Belle?
Lady Belle. That's what we're all here to see as well. She seems to be predisposed with a guest at the moment. we wait for her attendants as well. He looks over and sees your brooch. He says, "But don't let us stop you. I think you want to talk to them." And he points his hand. You follow his hand, and you see a couple of doors in the back of the audience chamber courtroom, where there are a couple of guards posted next to him. He says, "I think that's where most of her officers head, to the war room."
Perfect. Thank you very much. And we start walking our way towards towards the guards.
Okay. The guards they do stop you, and they look at you and they say, they see your brooch. And they're like, "Oh." They, without a word, they stand aside and they let you enter. Yeah.
So are we enter the war room?
Yeah, you enter into a court or a hallway. Okay, and it goes down a long hallway. There is a number of rooms or doorways to your left, and there's also one to your right. Now there are torches on the wall on the left side, and there seems to be two doors there. Okay, and then on the right side there is a pitch black stairwell that leads down into the darkness.
Curiosity or straight to the point?
I'm curious as to what's downstairs.
I bet you it's a dungeon where they have torture, where they're doing torturing. That's probably what Lady Val's predisposed of. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna slowly walk down the stairs.
Okay.
Get mommy a pen.
You begin making your way
Mommy
down
said
the
she needs a marker or a pen. Go. Okay, I'll get you your medicine. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of curious because yeah.
You begin making your way down the stairs, and as I said, it's dark. Do any of you have dark vision?
We do have an elf in our presence.
I do believe I have dark vision.
The dwarf should.
I'm a human. I'm basic, but I do have a fiery sword.
Fiery sword helps. And what about you, Aiden?
Yeah, I have dark vision of 60 feet.
So you both can see in the dark. Dean?
No, that was me.
Yes.
That was me that was saying.
Brandon and Aiden, you both can see in the dark. Dean, you
Oh,
cannot.
okay.
You
Gotcha.
do, of course, have your sword that you can use. But I suggest.
No, I'm not going to. Nope. Because if I pull a sword that's on fire, that can be an act of or a sign of they're thinking that they're being attacked or something like that, and they're already kind of a crime organization. We don't want to,
Well, how about I make a suggestion to Dean, since he doesn't want, or DeVento, sorry, Captain DeVento, why don't we take one of the torches off the wall, and if it can be removed, and you use that.
That's a wonderful idea. But what if something wants to stay in the dark?
Then it would become to light.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to see if I can remove one of the whatever those thingies are called, torch on the wall. Sorry. Am I able to?
Yeah, hold on.
I like that ambient sound. That's actually quite soothing.
Until a creepy ass monster comes out of the dark.
You're right.
So you
That's
can
actually
make your
really
way
cool, man.
down these stairs into the darkness.
Into the dark. Into the dark.
And as you descend, you find yourselves, Aiden and Brandon, in a large room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the room seems to be some sort of storage area. There is a large table made of stone. It's not exactly like set, but you can tell someone has been sitting around eating and mingling here. But there's no one currently in the room. And then down at the end of the room, you see uh, another doorway. Why don't you two go ahead and make me a perception or an investigation to take a look around, or would you like to go down the hallway? What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to roll an investigation. I want to know why there's a separate table down here, and because it's kind of interesting as to why they would have a separate table in this great big room that's meant for storage, and why it's in the dark.
It's an altar for Cthulhu.
So make me an investigation.
I rolled a 24.
So as you're looking about the table, you see that there is a goblet there. It still has a bit of fluid inside the goblet. You go and take a closer look and give a sniff. It has a peculiar odor, very metallic. You
Son of a bitch, we're dealing with vampires.
put your finger in, and it's blood. You continue to look around the room, and you see what looks like a sarcophagus. It's set off into one of the corners of the dark room. Now, it doesn't look like it was meant to be here. It looks like it was moved from somewhere else and has been here for quite some time.
So I asked Gert, hey, what do you see?
But that's not
But wait, there's more.
You also notice that besides the doorway that leads into what might be another room or hallway, there is a small entryway. Now, I say small, it's about 5.5 foot. It's not like an 8-foot high doorway. Okay? It's about 5.5 foot, and it's more like a hole. You see, it's been carved out. It wasn't part of the infrastructure to begin with. This is a hole that's been made in the wall, and it descends down into the darkness.
Nuts.
I'm going to.
What do you see?
I'm going to respond to Captain DeVinto, and I'm going to go, well, I see a cup. I tasted the blood.
If you guys forget,
And
I'm going to go get a drink and something and some ice, and I'll let you guys discuss what you guys will do next.
all right. I see.
Well, I can't see shit, so I don't know.
I see a table. I see. This is a large room, Captain. It's a large room. It almost looks like they do sacrifices here. we,
It's interesting.
what is your name there, good sir?
Lorik.
Second. Lorik. I gotta write that down. Lorik, me and Lorik, we noticed there was a corpse. It looks
Another
like it's been
coffin.
moved. There's a coffin. And it looks like it's been moved, like it wasn't meant to be there. And there's also a approximately 4 foot tall doorway that's been carved out.
Okay.
I know
So
if you guys are going to say you guys want the dwarf to go investigate. I get it.
I actually want to know because what you described would be, would we know what a vampire is?
Oh, I'm sure that you would know what a vampire is.
Okay, so we're pretty much sure we know what a vampire is, 100%?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a feeling we are not supposed to be here. I have a feeling we do not want to cross this line with the Black Hand. So I feel, in my personal judgment, I don't know about you guys, that we turn around, walk back up the stairs like nothing happened, and head down where the torches are. And meet up with Lady Bell.
I'm going to nod and agree in agreeance with you, just because.
Well, I won't understand because I can't see shit.
Well, I'm going to nod and
I'm
I'm
kidding.
going to say yes. I agree with you because this, approximately 4 foot tall doorway. I don't want to know what's on the other side of that, and I'm the only one in this group right now that could approximately fit through there.
So you guys came in a long staircase, okay, to get down. And as you guys begin to start making your way up the staircase, you can hear that there's somebody coming down.
Okay.
Hear footsteps coming from the top. What would you guys like to do?
We can pull the whole James Bond looking for the bathroom thing, or we can hide somewhere in storage and eavesdrop. But if it's a vampire, they can probably smell us.
Well, I want to know. I kind of want to know what they're doing with this room, because of it being this massive. It's a decent size, and it has a coffin inside. I want to know what's going on. So
are you sure you want to know what's going on?
I want to hide. I'm going to hide. I'm going to be on the side of I'm hiding.
All right, roll me some stealth checks. All of you that want to hide. Aiden, are you hiding as well? Aiden, are you there?
Bueller.
I hear something.
Aiden,
you good?
Aiden.
Let me go and get stealth checks for both of you.
Crap. I suck at stealth. I got disadvantage because I'm wearing plate. Beep.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
Give me a second. So I got disadvantage, so I'm going to have to roll twice and whatever's the lowest.
The D is disadvantage, right? On roll.
Yep.
Or D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, Patrick, speaking of character, when the hell we getting our loot?
all right. So I
Question.
got a 17. So I'm going to stick with 17.
Oh, this sucks. First roll was a nat 1. Second roll was a nat 20.
So what did you actually? What
I'm
are your highs?
disadvantaged 1.
One.
I'm disadvantaged 1. This is
And
going to be
I'm
great.
disadvantaged.
what about you there, Brandon?
I'm disadvantaged 2, so I got a 17.
And Aiden, are you there? All right.
Is he responding to you guys?
Not yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I sent him a message on Facebook. He may have fallen asleep. He wasn't feeling well earlier today, so I'm glad that he ended up getting on it all. So you guys, we'll say that he decided to meet you guys here a little bit later. I'm not going to drag him into this with. So.
That's scary.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not going to
you'll be
drag
fine.
him into this one.
All right, let me go ahead and get some perceptions as well.
Perceptions.
Yeah.
Since it's dark, I got disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I figured as much.
I got 14.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. A 24 and a 7. So disadvantage would be 7. I love you, Connor. Good night.
So.
Did you hear me, Patrick?
Yeah, you got a 7. 7 over 24. So you see coming down the stairs as you guys are trying to hide 2 goblins.
Freaking goblins.
And they look down, they're like, hey, who that? Who's stir? Who you down here? What you do down here? Why you here? They just keep on saying something until you guys respond. Who you? Who that? Who you down there?
So, since I can't really hide or whatnot, I end up just coming out and saying, Captain DeVento with the black hand. I'm looking for Lady Val.
Ah, Lady Val. Yeah, Val. Yeah, you want Val. We show you Val. Come follow. You black hand, we big stuff. Black hand.
So,
Steve,
yeah.
2 goblins. They both have a couple of spears or javelins, short javelins, and they're dressed typically as as a goblin do, but they have draping over that has the sign of Chimeria. This flag of beast made of many creatures, a chimera. Red tapestry with black symbols, typically how their symbol is. So that's what you kind of expect as far as their mantle would be. It'd be this little, red mantle with little black embroidered chimera. But they tell you, follow them. They'll show you where Lady Bella is.
Can I do an insight check on them?
Yeah.
And then to tell if they're telling the truth, if they know where Lady Val is.
Yeah. I like scaring.
What was that?
I like scaring you guys.
Well, did what I almost said Gert pass his stealth check or no? They know he's there.
Yeah, they spotted both of you. They knew you were there But they
Gotcha.
weren't going to come down to the darkness because of two people.
16,
trying to hide.
Yeah, 16 for the insight check. As if he's telling the truth, we're Lady Val. If they're going to bring us to Lady Val.
They seem to be completely unafraid of you.
Oh,
They're not concerned one bit. They think that they are definitely something special. They definitely seem to belong here. And
okay, so they do seem to belong here.
And they probably know the place. They keep on saying they're big stuff. So maybe yeah, maybe they're a little crazy too.
Well, the goblins are egotistic, and they really, really like dwarfs.
They think it's funny talking about you guys trying to hide. You can't hide, Gob Gob. Gob Gob best at fighting.
So I just kind of like roll my eyes, like okay.
No, Gob Gob not
So
best
I
at
follow.
fighting. Job Job best at fighting. Okay, Job Job pretty good, but Gob Gob best. And they just continue going back and forth, and they keep on walking up the hallway and to that first door with the lanterns on both sides or torches on both sides.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They go in there and you see that there's a number of nobles sitting at a table. Okay, and you do see Lady Vel there. They open the door, and then they look up, and they get a look back from Lady Vel, and they close the door, and they're like, you may want to wait here. You wait here. Lady Vel, she come get you. We go now. Why are you hiding? You Black Hand, why you scared? You are Black Hand, right?
So I show him the insignia. Yes. Are you Black Hand? Where's your insignia?
Oh yeah, we big stuff.
Okay.
They don't.
So I just like
they
nod.
don't show you an insignia.
Like, okay. Can I get your name?
Me Gob Gob. Him Job Job.
Gob Gob. Gob Gob and Job.
We big stuff. We kill dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, we wait for Lady Vel and just kind of shoot them away.
Think Gob Gob and Job Job big stuff. You think we little stuff, don't you? I see it, Job Job. You think we little stuff. We know little stuff. We big stuff.
So I kind of let out a big old sigh, like, really?
I kind of look over at Captain DeVento and go, right, big stuff, huh?
Yeah.
In Dwarvish language.
Okay. Yeah. Then they're like, they don't know. They don't know. They will know. They end up making their way. They learn. We big stuff. And they leave you guys there alone for a duration. Long time. You guys are there for about 30 minutes or so, at least. And still waiting for Lady Val to come out of that room. What would you guys like to do?
Honestly, I kind of want to take a look at, perception check probably just to see, because it's light now and I can actually see some shit. Stuff. So maybe a perception check just to kind of see, like, that sounds strange, but just like exits, everything around us, like just a lay of the area, kind of like because I'm always thinking of like a battle sequence in my head on what to do if something happens, and like a paranoia PTSD thing.
So as you're, kind of look around, you see that there's another door, that's adjacent down the hallway. Seems to mirror this one. You're not sure what might be on the other side. And of course, there's another doorway at the end of that hallway that leads off somewhere else. Would you like to appease your curiosity by seeing what's behind those doors?
Nope. We're just gonna wait for Lady Val. I've done enough curiosity for the day.
Okay. All right, so you guys continue to wait, and you guys wait for about another 30 minutes. So you guys spend about an hour. And finally, people start filing out of the room. And Lady Val, and she ends up exiting. You see that she's accompanied by a very large-looking man. Doesn't say anything at all. With very rigid features. And his footsteps are very heavy. Unnaturally heavy. Well, if it isn't my favorite captain. Captain Vaughn, how may I help
Lady
you?
Val? Yes. On our last adventure, we seemed to acquire a very particular chest that we are having a problem opening. And I have a feeling you would know somebody that would have that particular skill to get it open, to feed our curiosity of what's in it.
So you remember lifting the chest before and dragging it around. It's got a little bit of weight to it. She looks at the large gentleman that's with her and motions over to the chest, and he grabs it up with one hand and just picks it up and goes over and sets it on the table. Shall we have a look then?
Yeah. Let us.
She takes a few moments and examines it. She says, it doesn't seem to be magically sealed. It seems to be just a typical lock. If you want, I can open this for you. It will be but a moment. But what might it be worth to you, I wonder? I often wondered myself these days what I might ask of you to prove your allegiance to me. You do remember me saying that may come up, correct?
Oh, of course, yes.
So maybe this is a perfect opportunity to do so. There is a particular gentleman. That I would like you to meet. She says, but first, come inside. And you guys file into the room, and she motions over to the large silent man, and he closes the door and stands in front of him. No one's coming in that door. Not without him. No. She then slips a ring onto her finger and makes a motion. She says, now we can talk without worry. She says. Come. She says as she beckons you to come closer so she can whisper into your ear. She says there's a particular businessman just left this room, in fact. He doesn't exactly have the same interests I do. I'd like you to change his mind. He has a horse, a very special horse. This horse has a trainer. I'd like you to make that trainer disappear. Do you think you can do that for me?
No, of course. Give me the right intel. You've given me good intel, but the more the merrier. We'll do some investigation, and we can change his mind.
She smiles. Very good. Now, I simply need the trainer to disappear. Everything else I will take care of. As far as replacing, you see, the idea is to be discreet. No one can know you are associated with me in case you are ever discovered. And that is where you require something special, he says.
Okay.
She pulls out a bag. And she pours out on the table what looks like a bunch of different types of jewelry. She pulls out 2 rings. They look identical. And she hands one to either of you. She says, with these rings, you can take the identity of any you wish. She gives you both of them. Make sure you are not discovered. He will be leaving the city today. The trainer. He'll be leaving with the horse. All of them together, it'll be in a carriage. And the horse and the trainer will be making their way upon, way by wagon. Okay? You are to intercept them. Okay? You are to dispatch the trainer, make him disappear, and I will have you in contact with his replacement, a changeling. They will instruct you on when, where, and how. Is this something you feel like you can do?
I would look at Captain DeVento and go, why not? Let's prove our loyalty to Miss Lady Bell here, and let's
Exactly.
Extract this guy and make him disappear, or end up killing him.
Yep. Let's make him completely disappear without a trace.
Yeah.
That sounds wonderful to us. We will definitely do that.
Make sure
with pleasure.
Make sure his body is never found.
Oh, we'll make sure of that.
Oh yeah.
And of course, make sure you aren't discovered as assailants. And if you are discovered, most important thing is you don't know me. I don't know you. And
of
all
course,
that good
that's
stuff.
part of business.
Okay. This is to test your resolve. Make no mistake. If anything goes wrong, I can fix it. And if anything goes wrong, I can fix you too. And with that, have a good day, she says. And the large gentleman, he moves aside and lets you leave. Oh, and about the chest. She snaps her finger and it unlocks. You see a number of bags, coin purses piled up inside of it. They start spilling out as the safe opens.
Jeez.
Can you repeat that? What was that? What happened? What?
The safe, it cracks and opens, and there's a bunch of coin purses inside. Okay? And as it opens, they come spilling out. Now the coins are still in the purses. A few of them clink out. There's some copper and silver, gold, and even black. All the purses have different amounts in them. Looks like you've made yourself quite the bounty there. Good. I trust you invested well. One can't always be spry, and all these things. Age caps us up with us all, does it not?
I look at her and I nod, very much so.
Enjoy youth while you have it, gentlemen. And she says, if you need any help with getting the safe and its components back to your ship, my friend here can help you.
Greatly appreciated. All right, time to go on an adventure and gather some intel and make this horse trainer disappear.
Yes. Very much so.
So, well, first off, we're going to be leaving, getting the safe, and I kind of want to go back to the we can't go back to the ship because the ship's being fixed up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to that bring that chest to that good old-fashioned fancy schmancy place. And I feel that me and Gert and Lorik are going to make a wonderful plan because I've already got some ideas on what to do and how to. Okay, so just getting this straight.
something I forgot. I'm sorry, Dean. Dean, I apologize.
You're fine.
So details. She says that this the trainer will be set to leave tomorrow. Okay, and your contact will be in touch with you tonight.
Okay. Anywhere specific, or he'll find us?
Trust that he will find you.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
And with that, I'll let you guys continue your conversation.
Yeah,
I'm going to step outside and have a cigarette.
Right.
Sounds good. So, I feel that, we're going to make our way to the good old, the inn, and I feel that we should, find a kind of a black market alchemist, if that makes any sense.
Right.
And find something that can melt his body down.
Right. And if we needed to, I do have the ability. I want to say for Fireball. Let me double check on that one.
Or you can freeze him completely solid and shatter him to a billion pieces.
Yeah, I have Firebolt. Now, the problem with freezing him, it's all depending on if his body melts when the ice is frozen and melts away. Because you don't want to leave any traces and everything like that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But if I use Firebolt, I know, it will make, it's supposed to be like an explosion, but I wonder if I can just use that.
Or we can go full-fledged all-American Psycho and just chop them up into multiple different pieces and put it in different cargo areas and slowly drop them off in different areas when we start sailing. True. I promise I'm not a psychopath.
Or we can chop them up really good, put that in a barrel on top of, or
oh my god, and sell it as, oh my goodness, yes, sorry, and sell it as meat to the inn and feed it to people.
Well, I was also thinking, like, when we're out on sea and we're sailing, why not put fish, like chopped up fish and all that,
Chum.
why not
Chum.
use it as chum?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. Like, we use that. We chop them up and everything like that, and we do it that way.
I think the chopping up is going to take a little while. We need to first take care of the, as in like, we need to do a quick, fast disposal. I think the chum thing is going to take too long because chopping up a body will take a little while. Putting in the chum, especially in this era, will take forever. We don't have like a
Or what we can do is we can try to find, we can as like she wants it just to disappear. So what we can do is we can talk to our informant, our contact, and see if when they'll be leaving, when he will be leaving, and see if he's going to go by any wooded area, or we just take him out to the woods and let the wolves have him.
We're going to take him to the train station.
We can.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. I'm like,
like I said, we can see if the wolves will take off with them. Like we
wolves
use the.
They don't. It's not like they're like hyenas. They will leave bits and pieces. They won't eat all in one inclusive. That's the only problem.
We can stay back, and we can go investigate like the area of where his body was left. And
I just had to say that listening to you guys try to figure out how to make a body disappear is hilarious.
It's either concerning or funny. So
I'm honestly, what about just like, or make him disappear and then just crisping him, turning him to nothing but crisp.
Or what we can do, since Lorik is really good friends with Orc Randy,
disfigure his face and sell him as a prostitute. Yeah, my wife's listening in the background and she thinks we're psychopaths.
What we can do is we can try to use Orc Randy and have him.
No, we're not talking about fishing, baby.
As you would say, we can try to have Orc Randy dispose of the body, so that way we are disposing the body,
but we don't need the body. Okay, you got to remember we have the changeling that's going to be taking over. The body cannot be discovered.
Right. So that's why I'm saying we can have Orc Randy send him off with the body, the original body, and you let the changeling become that person.
Curtis had a suggestion. You could hire a druid to turn into a bear to eat the guy.
Druids cannibals?
That's what I was essentially getting at. Like, seeing if Orc Randy is hungry for human, or has ever ate human.
You can try.
Oh, that sounds very like
kill them and cook them up. Like, hey, try this.
Do it. Hannibal Lecter style, just started inviting people over to dinner.
Full-fledged. Oh my gosh! I just thought of the perfect thing.
Chili cook-off.
Okay, we get him, chop him up. I mean, where it's like, looks just like diced meat. Sounds horrible, I know. And disguise yourself as like a servant. Go back to his house and put it in his freezer or wherever he keeps his meat.
Serve him to his freaking servants and like it.
No. As in, put it with like the high end meat so he eats his horse trainer.
Wow.
Oh, that's so. Oh,
This is
that.
really good.
So if any FBI agents are listening in, this is a game, not real life.
Yeah, for real. I feel like we need to reiterate that. We are not planning premeditated murder or making our body disappear. And by the sounds of it, they're not worried about us succeeding.
Right.
So, anybody else have any suggestions? No?
Well, I know Lorik.
I'm the one sounding. I'm
You
the
should
one
try to
sounding like a
see if
psychopath
Aiden's awake.
saying all the stuff.
Brandon, you should try to get a hold of Aiden.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, my wife was listening in on this and thought we were talking about fishing and all this other stuff.
Yeah, how does she feel about the conversation?
She thinks I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
Or
So,
we can
I
do the
was-
old school, donate the meat to the pig farm. Pigs eat anything, including the teeth.
Always be wary of anyone that owns a pig farm.
Yeah.
I love Bricktop.
What was that?
Bricktop from they can go through bone like butter. Yeah. I'm betting you guys didn't expect this kind of a turn of events. So.
No, I had a feeling something would, and now I'm getting more and more curious on out of meta, going in talk to talk. I've got a feeling Lady Vel is a vampire talking about youth, and that is what I'm feeling.
Well,
so I just got off the phone with Aiden. He said he was sitting there because he couldn't hear anybody. His internet connection was bad, so that's why he hopped off. I have no idea. I told him he could try getting off and then get back on it, but he said he was just gonna hop off since it was acting up that bad. He was just, I don't know.
That's what happened.
Yeah, so
he wasn't feeling good anyway. So
right, and he was just politely sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I thought of another crazy thing.
Oh God.
We can convince the big shots to eat them. The goblins.
Bro.
Say it's big shot stuff, you know. We weren't supposed to tell him, but Lady Bell.
Yeah.
So I just want to mention that anything that involves you bringing the body back to the city is probably not a good idea.
That's a very, very valid point.
Yeah.
So we've got a day to be able to investigate on, not really investigate, just more of get a game plan out. Honestly, the quick way is club him on the head, drag him out. If we want to do it quick and easy, we literally end up tying the body to where it's not even noticeable at all. Completely disfigure the face, disfigure the teeth, make zero trace of anything in any way, shape, or form, and put the body out in the wilderness to look like it was attacked and eaten by something.
Or mauled.
Exactly. That's the quick, easy route, as in make it where it's not noticeable, close completely off, no trace that it's who it is. If he's got any tattoos in any way, shape, or form, completely get rid of it. If he's got any fillings or teeth, extra teeth or anything like that, get rid of them completely. No eye color, no skin color, no nothing.
Right.
So literally old school. One person clubs him, one person takes the horse. The shapeshifter shifts to him, and then we go into the woods and dispose of our own way. Find out any specific areas like a cave or something like that. Make it where it's not even noticeable at all. Or we can be complete psychopaths, chop up the body and feed it to him. But what's the fun in that?
Right.
We're not Jeffrey Dahmer.
Or anything like that, you know.
So what are you thinking, Gert?
I'm thinking completely that, like, we use
We
the
change
back
ourselves
of
to look like merchants walking by.
Yeah. Once we've
Ask
located
him. Yep. Ask him if he's interested in our wares. Try to get in communication with him where we get close to him. And one person has to probably get control of the horse, because if we attack the trainer, the horse is probably might get hostile or wants
Try to
to
run off.
attack in any way, shape, or form. Oh yeah,
Try
we
to
don't want that to happen. We need the horse. Yes.
So
And the other person
I'm agreeing.
pretty much clubs him and then dispose of him.
Well, see, my only biggest concern is that once we club him, how far out we'll be from the city or the city limits before he wakes up.
I meant club him like DED, dead.
So what we can do is we pretend like we're selling alcohol, and we kill him. Don't leave any traces of what any blood or anything like that. Try to kill the look of blood or anything like that. And then we slowly walk him out. Someone like the person changes into him, so that way we can still have the horse and everything. And if anybody asks, he's drunk and he's asleep. He's passed out and drunk.
Yeah. What about we wait till dark time when we have this camp set up?
So, weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's.
which, in all essence, it makes sense because then no one's questioning, no one's concerned.
Well, what if we, yeah, exactly. What if we, like, he starts leaving and do we have the information on knowing when he's going to be leaving time-wise during the day?
That's our informant. We have to wait on our informant.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
We don't have that information. Gotcha. Because I was... Breathe. Because if he's leaving during, like, getting ready to be nighttime, we can wait till he sets up camp and do the good old swapperoo. As in, snag him and swap him out before daylight. And then we have darkness that's covering us and disposal of him.
Right. So I'm agreeing with that.
We got to make sure, because if it's not that, we'll go with the merchant to drunk plan.
Right.
If it is during, like, close to nighttime, we will time it just right where we as in, like, let him set up camp or get ready to go to sleep or get settled in, and just do the good old swapperoo with the people.
So, where are you guys headed? Where are you guys hanging out?
We're in the inn, the rich person's inn.
You're in your own room.
The roommate.
Sure. So you're in the room, and a knock comes at the door.
Oh God.
So I do the typical half open door with the chain on it, where it's just the whole little, who goes there? You know what I mean? As in, hello? But I don't think they have a people, as in, like, the little hole to look through.
A young woman, human, stands there. Red hair, freckles. She has very ordinary clothes, dress, kind of tattered. She says, "Sir, I've been asked to come up to the room, speak with you, gentlemen."
All right.
She pulls back part of her blouse. You see a brooch, very exactly like what you guys wear.
Okay. Well, I let her in.
She walks in the room, and then she shakes out her hair and does a little curtsy, and you see that her dress turns to slacks, her blouse into a shirt, her hair turns brown and becomes short, while her face becomes leathered and worn like a sailor. And she now looks like a human man, a sailor, very much like the crew that you employ. Says, "Well, this might fit in a little bit better, don't you think?"
Whatever suits you. I assume you're our informant?
Indeed. I'm your shifter, your changeling, your doppelganger. I'm set to take the identity of some particular, what was it, a horse trainer, is it? Lowly
Correct.
I don't know the first thing about training no horses, Well, I do know about administering poison. If you do need the help, of course. But I've been told that you two are quite capable, and that all I need to do is point you in the direction, and you'll take care of business. Now, the target, gentlemen, is supposed to be leaving tomorrow morning. I think that we can happen upon him using the cistern. Yeah, they will lead outside of the city. Of course, we'll be very discreet that way. I do know the cisterns quite well, and we could have a drainage area not far from the road in which they will happen upon. We can, of course, lay an ambush there. The driver has been paid, so he will be stopping, and of course, uh, coachman will be, um, well, uh, happy to oblige us. Won't give us any fight, and is gonna forget that he ever saw any of our faces. Of course, I've been told that you have faces of your own, do you not?
Yes, sir.
Correct. At that same time, I shadily, I kind of stealthily put the ring on and change into him.
Oh, yes, that'll work. Quite well, quite well. And I assume that you have something as well? I assume you not turn into a dwarf. No offense, but we are trying to lead the guys of something different, you know?
Right. I will put mine on, and I will turn into a beautiful blonde woman who is quite the charismatic flirt. And I assume this is appropriate.
Are you going to try to flirt him to death?
No, just distract him.
Right? Some kind of bandit. All right, the pretty bandit. I see. I won't question it. You are professionals, of course. So, I hope your dress doesn't get soiled in the sewers. Ha 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 ha. So he says, well, we have a bit of time, have a round of drinks, and then maybe we'll be on our way. What do you say, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
You can have the drink. I'm not going to drink before we go out on doing something like this. I appreciate the offer, though.
A wise man, wise man. Of course, I feel the dwarf might be obliged to join me. What do you say? What do you say?
I'm gonna roll a perception check, if you will, or insight, to see if since he is very good at administering poison, make sure he's not going to try to poison me.
What's your total?
12.
He's hard to read. He seems real friendly, but he's really hard to get him done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Devento, Captain Vaughn over here. I'm okay with the drinks.
Oh, well, sit yourself then. You don't mind if I partake.
No, go ahead.
He pulls out a flask and begins to drink. He says, well, since you guys aren't going to indulge, I guess I'll just BYOB. Ha ha ha.
Oh. So I end up taking my ring off, changing back to my normal self, and say, so he's leaving in the morning, correct?
Yes, we'll leave directly whenever you gentlemen are ready and make our way for the cistern. And we can set up camp just outside the city. Be ready for him.
That'll work out perfect. Just before the rooster crows, right?
Indeed. Early bird, you know what they say?
Yeah. Early bird gets the worm.
All right, so I'll let you guys decide what all you guys need before you guys head out. I'll let you guys figure that one out before we go.
Well, first off, let's count after the changeling leaves. I feel we need to count the chest.
Yes. Yes. Good Lord.
I'm a greedy bet. I'm greedy. I'm gonna find out how much we have.
Yeah.
And we got to remember, we are going to split it fair and square with Florgal or whatever his name is.
Let me find this guy here.
What?
I have to find the guy's character sheet because I have it all tied to it.
Yeah. With Aiden's character. Just because he's quote unquote he is here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. In copper. Okay.
Huh?
You have 259 copper pieces.
Let me get a piece of paper. 259 copper. Gotcha.
245 silver pieces.
Silver. Gotcha.
449 electrum.
Ooh.
All right. And 455 gold.
Gold. Okay.
And 495 platinum pieces.
He's my Natalie. All right.
Altogether, altogether, it's a little over 5.5 thousand.
5.5 thousand.
Gold pieces.
So
Equivalent.
altogether, equivalents. Okay. So we'll just do the 5.5 thousand divided by 3.
So 5,656 gold pieces. That's the equivalent.
You said 500. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. 5,656 gold pieces altogether. The equivalent.
All right. So divided by 3 is going to be 1,885.33.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen,
still,
we are going. That's still a pretty chunk just for a chest.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, that's still a pretty penny.
Yeah.
But that's why it looked like so much, is because there was copper and silver. And
oh, yeah. It was all, yep. That's still a nice little
together.
chunk right there.
Yeah. So how much do we have on us right now?
I've got 31.5.
4 or 5 grand.
4 or 5 grand?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to add mine up right now. Give me a second.
And that's after getting the crew people, their setup and everything like that, correct?
I don't know. You guys have to keep up with that stuff.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of my gold on D&D Beyond. So I'm at 5,040 right now, and 1 platinum.
See, I don't know how to view that on D&D Beyond.
It's on inventory. You'll see the GP to the right. If you go to your character's actions inventory, you'll see a little gold hourglass looking thingy. And you can add, subtract, clear. You don't have 0. So we ended up. Go ahead.
Here's what I'll do: is I'll help you out,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just duplicate whatever Dean has. Let's see.
Okay.
So let me just go to your character.
I've already done the math for the other one as well, as in what we just got. So you'll see every bit in detail, nook and cranny.
Okay.
Gert. Wrong one. There we go. Gert. All right, Dean. What's your gold count?
Gold count is 50-50.
50-50.
5,050. Yep, because I've got 5,040 gold and 1 platinum.
Okay. There you go.
I'm keeping that platinum for a
5,000.
special occasion. Do we keep track of armor and gear that we get as well, too, Patrick?
I would.
Okay,
I have the loot available for you guys, but
yeah, because I don't know how to add that stuff on inventory. I've never really done that before.
But you guys need to get some of it identified first. Otherwise,
rings, yeah.
You guys got a lot of rings and necklaces and different stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
It gives you things to do while you're here. But for now, you're following this person. Yeah, just get a name.
Yeah, I don't really like following and then going to the sewers and waiting. We're gonna pretty much set up the day for until morning. Well, before morning.
Well, as soon as you guys are ready, they say that it's time to head out whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
So you guys make your preparations, get whatever you need, and then you leave.
So I'm going to add a little side note. When I changed into the flirtatious blonde bimbo, if you will, that was just one character that I don't know, just popped up in my head. That's not who I'm going to change into down in the sewers.
That's fine.
I'm just my normal self until we actually get into heading towards him, and I'm gonna make myself look like a very nice merchant.
Yeah.
I like it.
Which I feel on the way we need to get like a wagon of some sort and make it look like we're merchants.
It's going to be hard to get a wagon through the cistern.
That's true. Okay, we're just going to be like walking merchants that carry our stuff with us.
Or,
you want to buy a pocket watch?
Or we could take the jewelry that we have, and we can be merchant jewelers that are walking around like, you want a gold watch kind of thing. And
like the Sheik do in Skyrim?
Yeah. Or like from the animated Hercules, want a sundial kind of thing.
That's amazing.
So I mean,
you want to buy a ring? Finger still attached.
Right. So what we can do is we can do that.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea. I like it a lot.
That way we're technically not spending anything, if you will. And if we do, we're, it'd be something that we know that's not really that valuable. But we're just selling it.
Yeah.
If we have anybody come up to us and ask us what we're selling, we have something to show that we're selling. That way it looks...
We're selling oats.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so we look legit as we're walking by.
Yeah. Selling Quaker oats.
You know, my in-laws, my brother-in-laws actually thought that it was a like Quaker Oats, and they're like, "You're in quality control for Quaker Oats. What do you guys inspect the oatmeal or oats?" I'm like, "Oh, geez."
Right.
All right, back to the game. So yes,
Right.
that's our game plan. Let's follow suit.
Okay. So we're gonna make our way.
Viewers with my best friend Dwarf. Sorry.
Your friend tells you we're gonna make our way into the cistern. Okay. I'll show you how. He says as you guys leave the inn and make your way down into the alley behind. Okay.
Okay.
There you find a what looks like a storm cellar or a basement that goes in behind one of the buildings. It's not the inn; it's adjacent to the inn. And he opens up the door and he says, "Come on in." Okay, and so you guys let yourselves into the basement there.
Yep. So I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna kind of guide him for him to go first because we're following him.
Okay, so the basement seems to be on the back of like a house, going underneath it. Okay, one of the houses there in the city, and you go down in it and you wait for him at the bottom. It's a bit dark, Brandon. You can see that there's a hole in the wall there that leads off into another corridor. He says, "Follow me," and he goes through that hole, and you guys follow him. Okay, and you guys are inside of the cistern that is underneath the actual city. He says this is one of many ways to get in. There are some actual service entrances here and there, but I prefer the ones that aren't guarded. And he says, "Well, this way, ladies, to the exit." And he begins making his way down. Of course, it's very wet down here, very cold, very damp. You can hear the sounds of dripping water echoing down into the depths. It is very dark here. Brandon, you can see. Of course, Dean, not so much.
Yeah.
So, Dean, you follow closely by with Brandon, hoping not to get lost. Of course, your guide doesn't seem to care about your not being able to see, and he marches on.
No,
How are you
I
guys?
kind of keep up. Go ahead.
No. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna kind of keep keep a hand on the shoulder of Gert because I can't see nothing, and hopefully he guides me in the right direction. And
so can
I kind of make it seem like that I can see, just so he's not. So I can get out of his, be sneaky.
Okay.
So can I roll for investigation to kind of like take a brief look around of this cistern that we've just entered? See if there's anybody that we might come across, and or if there's any like rats or anything like that. Just any kind of dangers.
I'm
Why
gonna.
don't you go ahead and roll me a
Okay, I got
perception?
24.
Okay. With a 24 perception, you can see that there is a
Oh, you
Dark.
said perception?
Sorry?
You said perception?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled an investigation. My bad.
Well, an investigation would be more like you're stopping and you're taking the time to look around this area with a fine-toothed comb. It sounds more like you're looking around to see if there's anything, that jumps at it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a 3.
I'll let you keep the roll for what you rolled for your investigation, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
use the modifier for your perception instead of the modifier for your investigation. Do that for me? Tell me the total.
So how do you do that? So
So what did you actually roll?
I actually rolled a nat 20 for investigation.
Okay. So what would 20 plus your perception
20,
modifier be? 20 total?
22.
22. Okay. So you rolled
Yeah.
22. I'm not going to take away that roll from you. Good roll.
All right.
22.
Respect.
With a
Yeah.
22, you notice down the hallway, it descends into darkness, of course. But what you can see within your range of 90 feet, you do see a few rats. Okay. But the sewers here, the cistern, seems rather clean. Other than that, you can see what appears to be what looks like acid burn on some of the concrete here that makes up the cistern. Okay.
Hmm.
It's pretty obvious that there's something down here that might be corrosive. It's leaving evidence of that. So yeah, you guys make your way down the hallway. Okay. Leading off.
Before we go any further, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is the ring an illusion that makes an illusion, or is it kind of like a shape-shifting thing?
It is the same as alter self.
Okay, so if I put the ring on, change myself into like a high elf, I can see in the darkness?
Technically, no.
Okay.
Technically, no, I don't think so. It changes your appearance.
Okay, ooh, hey, worth it.
You-
Yeah, I got you. That's like
So-
illusion, or like alter myself. I was just trying to. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me double check that though.
No, you're good. It was I just got thinking about that. I'm like, wait a minute. Is it? Because I'm thinking changeling with changing your body, changing everything. If it changes yourself in general wise, well, I can get dark vision.
Well, yeah, it says you
If
transform
not,
your appearance or assume a different form. When you cast a spell, choose one of the following options, the effects of which last the duration. So, aquatic adaptation, you can change your appearance, or you can gain natural weapons. Okay. To change your appearance, you transform your appearance to you decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, colorization, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your statistics change. You also can't appear as a creature of a different size than you. And your basic shape stays the same. If you're bipedal,
okay.
blah blah blah. Natural weapons, you can grow claws, fangs, spines, horns, or a different natural weapon of your choice. Your unarmed strikes deal a plus D6 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage as appropriate to the natural weapons you choose. Okay? Or there's aquatic. You can adapt your body to an aquatic environment. Okay? But no, it doesn't talk about you can gain like
Yep, makes sense.
the
Worth the shot though.
yeah, but I'm glad we clarified it.
Yeah,
And through that you can gain the weapons. Yeah, you swim. Yeah.
That's pretty cool to know.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys continue your way through the tunnel, making your way down. Your guide notices you peering at the acid marks. Says, "Don't worry, I made sure that the tunnels were being cleaned tonight. They have a nice little way that they do it. They have these gelatinous cubes that make their way through the tunnels, making sure that they keep kept clean. Takes care of all the, troublesome whatnot. It also keeps people from snooping around in the tunnels, accidentally.
Well, I think I figured out how we can dispose of the body.
So I was just about to say I'm going to look over at Captain DeVento and in Dorvish tell him, well, this is a nice place to dispose of the body.
No, I say it back. I have to agree 100%. He just made it easy for us. So when do the when do they clean the tunnels? Are they going to do it tonight?
Hold on one second. Let me go back to my cave.
He says this one is due to be cleaned at the beginning of next week, which is 3 days from now.
Okay.
But if your plan, boys, is to find a cube to feed this to, I could probably help you with that. Of course, there's something you might need to know. The belongings, clothing and whatnot. It's not so good for its digestion. It really won't make those things disappear. And it will take some time for it to decompose, so keep that in mind. It's not fast-acting, It is surefire.
How would I be able to do like a? Would I know on? I like. What would I have to roll to be able to know on how long the gelatinous cubes it'll take for a gelatinous cube to at least make a body unnoticeable?
Roll me
Would
an
I know
Arcana.
that knowledge, or what do you want me to roll?
Roll an Arcana.
That's what I was getting ready to ask. An Arcana. All right, Arcana.
Can I help him roll that?
You guys can brainstorm together, sure.
A 14.
I'll give you advantage on the attempt there, Dean.
Oof.
Because I rolled an 18.
Provided that you have, well, it doesn't matter what you roll. When you're assisting someone else, what you're doing is you're giving it a help action. What the help action does is it allows that the person that is performing the action, he is able to do it with advantage.
All right, first one was a 12, second one was a 14.
And technically, this isn't one that would typically be one that's done with an advantage, but we're going to do that here because I said so. And Dean, what was the total again?
I rolled a 12 and then a 14 for my advantage. So 14.
Okay, 14 total. I'm gleaming the answer. Give me just a moment.
You're fine. mother go. Guides to go.
Well, you know that it is the gelatinous cube is known as slow death. It restrains you and holds you there, and it destroys you over time. Of course, things will stay behind, like clothes, armor, anything like metallic, like coins and whatnot. Even bone will stay behind in most cases.
So I know just that, not on like how long it'll take before somebody's unnoticeable.
It could take a day or so before it goes down to bone.
Okay, well, I asked him, is this one of them that's going to be in this? Is the one that you know of that we might be able to dispose the body? Is this the one that is a part of the city, as in to clean the sewers?
Say again?
Is this the one? I asked the shapeshifter or the doppelganger. Is your friend? Is he, or is it one that is a part of cleaning the sewers, or is this just a random one you know of?
You mean my contact with the gelatinous cubes? Is that what
The
you're
big old acid cubes, yeah, exactly.
Well, I know someone that has to deal with that. Yes. What exactly is your question?
The question is, if we dispose the body in this gelatinous cube, what is the chances of it getting discovered?
Well, the bone's pretty good. Anything you leave on the body, pretty good. But as far as being able to figure out who it was, not very likely.
All right, then.
Is that is there something that you'd like to talk to me about or ask me specifically? And maybe something about your job that is specific. Maybe something I can help you with. Why so curious about the gelatinous
Well,
cubes?
the body cannot be discovered. Because if the body is discovered, that means you're discovered. And if you're discovered, that means you can be in a lot of trouble.
Well, mates, you could go the route of the gelatinous cube to get rid of it, but the chances of it being discovered, as far as a body and whatnot, I mean, people do get gobbled up all the time, but it's a low chance. But if you've been told specifically not to let the body be discovered, it will be discovered at some point. Whether or not they're able to tie it back,
correct,
and that's a low chance, but a chance nonetheless. Is that something you're willing to take? That gamble?
Is there any way that you may know how to dispose of the body?
Oh yeah.
We're listening.
Most of the ways that I would do it would be right here in the city. I can make a body
Like in a what?
disappear real quick. But you know what a Shahagin is?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with a Shahagin?
No, can you elaborate more?
Yeah.
Let's just say the waters around Chimeria, they're good for fishing, but not for swimming. Shahagin are these creatures that are very merman-like, but bestial. They'll destroy just about anything. Rip it apart, eat it. You'll never see it again.
And
Sounds good. That's a really good idea.
Do they live in the sewer?
The trouble is getting them, the Shahagins, to eat your, catch and not catch you at the same time.
Valid point.
Okay.
So another ring question, Patrick.
Yeah.
Does the user have to be alive to use it?
The ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That nulls out what I was going to do.
Or what we can do is we can disguise ourselves yet again, like I was saying, as the merchant. Sell the trainer a ring, but he doesn't know about it. He transforms. The halfling comes in and is now, or the changeling, he is now the trainer, and the guy hears the commotion, sends the trainer away, and tells the changeling to keep people
Kind of
away
a bait and switch tactic.
Yeah. I just thought of that.
All right, so what's your plan?
So it's up to you.
Merchant.
It's up to you.
Okay, go for it.
So what our plan is we're going to sell one of the changing rings to the trainer. Trainer's going to transform, and then the changeling comes in as the trainer, and the guy's going to shoo away the actual trainer until the changeling, who is the trainer, to keep people away from his horse.
The only kicker with that is either me or you are exposed to the thing, and people would see who we are, which can cause a commotion on the situation. Unless we pull the whole Assassin's Creed thing and all, kill all witnesses. But I don't think that's the case. I just don't like being either me or you exposed to people knowing who we are.
So you guys travel for a good hour or so through this cistern. Through the darkness you creep. Your guide slows down from time to time to make sure you guys catch back up. He inadvertently listens to some of your guys' conversation, and he just kind of shakes his head. He's like, "You guys are something else, really." And this continues. And eventually, you guys make your way to a grate um, and there's a little bit of light that comes out through. You can now see, Dean, the light as you guys approach the exit. He works part of the grate and sees that it releases, and he slides it away to allow you guys to exit. It kind of turns and slides like a big circle, and you guys make your way out the sewer grate. After you guys exit, he slides it back into place. He says, "We're about 30 minutes outside of the city right now, or at least outside of the front gate. The gate they'll be exiting. The river," he says, "is about another 30 minutes down that way. So, of course, they'll be having to go across the river in order to get to their destination. So if you really wanted to have the Shahagans happen upon them, you could, whatever, ambush them near the bridge."
You will feed him to the fishes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to trip him up and, get the attention of the fish and feed him to the fishes.
Okay.
Probably, honestly, knock him out first and then feed him to the fishes. After we get the doppelganger all settled up, take everything from him so there's no way of, insignia or anything like that. Make sure the doppelganger's got what he needs, like paperwork and stuff like that. And then feed him to the fishes.
He says, "The best thing for me to do is get all of his clothing and whatever belongings and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I'll take care of all
exactly.
that. You all just have to do with the body. The Shahagans should be able to help with that. Of course, be making sure that they eat every bit."
You said eat every bit?
Yeah, you better make sure that they eat every bit.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll leave that troublesome stuff to you. There's a place nearby where we can make camp, he says. If you'll follow me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We follow.
So you travel along the road. You're just outside of the wall, the city wall.
Love you.
And you follow it down, and you can see that there is a couple towers, and on the tops there are guards. He takes you across the road and travel just along the tree line there. Okay, making your way, trying to keep out of sight of the guards. He says, "We don't want anyone knowing that we're snooping around out here, you know."
Right.
Yeah.
So be quiet. Why don't everyone go ahead and roll some stuff?
Yeah.
You said roll for stealth?
Yep.
I got disadvantage.
Oh, wearing
So
that armor, huh?
Well, since we're kind of doing a stealthy type thing, I should have taken my armor off, to be honest with you. As we were going through sewers and stuff like that, kind of doing a stealthy type thing.
I'll let you go ahead and do that. Make that preparation beforehand. You have your
Yeah,
armor
I'm just
loaded up
gonna
in your
do.
backpack.
Well, I got light leather as well.
Okay. So you have your armor loaded up in your backpack and you're carrying it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here because I have a disadvantage as well.
Okay. All of it.
I didn't think about that at the very beginning, but for future wise, I will.
Yep. So, what will your stealth be without disadvantage?
13.
12.
13 and 12. Okay. You guys continue to make your way along with no event as you very stealthily make your way through the trees, being careful to watch the guard, to be mindful of his gaze. And you continue to follow the road until you were out of sight of any of the wall and any of the guard towers. And he says, as you travel about another 10 minutes or so, he says, this is a good place. You can see actually the river from here, or at least the bridge. He says, this is probably a good place for us to sleep for the night. We can set up a camp. Of course, no fire, gentlemen. Sorry. That is, unless you have some way of, hiding that sort of thing.
Yeah. No.
It's going to be a cold night, gentlemen. Get yourselves cozy. And with that, I think we're going to end the session this evening.
Okay.
And next week we'll pick up where we left off.
It's been fun.
Maybe we'll get Aiden back in the mix with it and have him join you if he wishes. Or maybe we'll see what he ended up getting into in the city while you guys are out and about doing your stuff. We'll see. That'll be up to him and up to you guys. But it has been fun playing with you guys this evening, and thank you, Brandon, for joining us in our table talk earlier this evening as well.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I want to remind everyone that we're all in this together, so be kind to each other. And until next time, thank you for joining us.
Ooh, thank you, guys.